today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas,
and we are underway here in Las Vegas. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They begin the drive with Williams. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 8 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Same connection, Dulcich once again. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. The Broncos had 5 and 8, 3 games under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The pass there complete to Sutton, and the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Turner. Trying to get it to Jackson, and and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They run it again with Williams. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of... himself, and he's used it to great effect.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Turner. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Back to throw here.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A give to Williams, running right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because
there he goes right side. Past the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
Jerry Judy.
60 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
68 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw. Turner. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but instead second down.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller from 8 yards out.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. This pass caught by Hamler.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. He'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
He'll drop to throw.
This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. look to throw again. First of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw again.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Turner. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A gain of 3, second down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And some room to maneuver. And they work this out past the 25.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's Jackson again on the reception. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. The race is down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Turner to throw on second down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He finds his man complete. It's Lucas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Turner looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. To throw is Turner on 3rd and 2. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
But the man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they take a knee. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly